Good day, everyone. Today, I am going to discuss another chapter under Thermodynamics 1, which is the ideal gas or the ideal gas equation. Now, ideal gas is very important. This will be your stepping stone in determining what type of thermodynamic process is being observed on a mechanical equipment or in a mechanical process. So, I hope you'll be able to analyze or you'll be able to um, know what ideal gas or process, what process or what laws is being observed in a certain thermodynamic process. Kasi pag sinabi nating thermodynamic process, this refers to um, isobaric, isochoric. When you say isobaric, that is a constant pressure process. So during that, what will be the equation when we are going to solve for or analyzing the pressure or temperature or volume relationship when pressure is constant, then at that you'll be able to know kung ano yung formula na gagamitin mo for determining the Q, the H, the entropy, or the work. So, um, I hope that you'll be going to listen and take note as this lecture study or lecture video goes on. So let's start na. So first, we need to define or we need to know what is an ideal gas. So an ideal gas is a theoretical gas, so theory, no? Theoretical, composed of a set of randomly moving, non-interacting point particles. The ideal gas is concept or the ideal gas concept is useful because it obeys the ideal gas law and the simplified equation of state. Now, in the figure, no, we have a comparison between an ideal gas and a non-ideal gas or simply the real gas. Ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng ideal gas sa real gas? Kasi when we have a real gas, ano yung characteristic nito? So when we have a real gas, the molecules of this gas experience attractive and repulsive forces. No? So, the tendency of that is to interact to each other. Kasi nakaka-experience sila ng attractive and repulsive forces pwedeng towards yung molecule 1 versus molecule 2 being attracted to each other po pwedeng mag-repel. Yan. Ganun yung real gas. Pero si ideal gas naman, there is no intermolecular forces between those molecules. Kasi nga, a non-interacting particle si ideal gas. No? Randomly moving, non-interacting point particles. Then, another characteristic, notable characteristic ni ideal gas is during the collision. No? So, nag-interact, no interaction, no? Pero, kapag mayroong collision between those particles, they experiences perfectly elastic. Meaning to say, no, pagdating sa kinetic energy na dala-dala ng each molecules, wala pong mababawas dyan. No, there is no loss of energy. Pero pagdating kay real gas, not perfectly elastic. So, kapag nag-collide yung mga molecules nito, no, or nagkaroon ng intermolecular interaction between those molecules, yung collision niya is inelastic. So, meaning to say, yung energy natin sa each molecules is hindi nako-conserved. Okay? So, yun po yung notable characteristic or differentiation between real gases and an ideal. So, again, when we have ideal gas, it obeys the ideal gas law, which is not a complicated equation if you're going to consider that equation to the real gas equation, no? Kasi pag real gas equation, other properties, no, na nai-experience natin in real world is being considered in real gas equation. Yan. So, that's how you'll be different or differentiate the ideal and real gas. So before we come up to the ideal gas equation or the ideal gas law, let's have a recap, no? Balikan natin yung mga gas laws na natutunan natin during our chemistry. Tama, right? So, we have three major or meron tayong tatlong gas laws na kailangan munang tingnan. No? So, this gas laws kasi, no, nagagamit natin siya sa pag-determine or pagkuha ng relationship between pressure, temperature, and volume. Pagdating natin dun sa thermodynamic processes, gas processes. So, again, yung tinutukoy kong thermodynamic processes is yung isobaric, isochoric, isentropic, polytropic, ano pa yung isa? Isothermal. Yan. No, before we come up to that, let's learn how to deal with the relationship of P, V, and T. Now, take note. Some process or yung isang process natin, thermodynamic process, let's say isobaric, no? When we say isobaric, that is a constant pressure process. So ano yung mangyayari between volume and temperature as the pressure held constant? No? So parang ganon. Kaya kailangan nating pag-aralan muna yung itong tatlong gas laws, no? The basic gas laws. So we have Boyle's, di ba? Kung natatandaan nyo, we have Boyle's, we have Charles, and we have Gay-Lussac. Now, each one of them, no, merong properties na ginagawang constant. So, pwedeng maging constant si pressure, pwedeng maging constant si temperature, pwedeng maging constant si volume. Okay? So, first we have Boyle's law. Now, Robert Boyle, who has discovered or analyzed this law, no? Siya nakapag-theoreticalize nitong, tama ba yung word na theoreticalize, no? Siya yung naka-discover, no? Siya yung unang gumamit nitong Boyle's law. So, Robert Boyle is a scientist, a physicist, and a chemist, di ba? So, nabuhay siya during 1500s, no? Between 1627 hanggang 1691. So, again, he is an Irish ata. Ito si Boyle's Law if I remember. Pagkakatanda ko. So, Boyle's Law state that, or Robert Boyle, no, state that if the temperature of a given quantity of gas is held constant, okay, so temperature, hineld constant daw, Ginawa mong constant yung temperature, the volume of the gas varies inversely with the absolute pressure during quasi-static change of state. So, it is very important to know this quasi-static change of state or itong change of state. So, kailan nag-change of state yung fluid, di ba? Such as gas. So, kasi itong ano natin is gas loss. So, when we say change of state, no, pagbabago, maybe um, the amount, let's say the amount of pressure, for example, no, on the initial of state, no, let's say I have a cylinder, no, piston cylinder, and then so yung piston cylinder natin may lagay-lagay na gas. Let's say helium gas or air na lang, air. So yung piston cylinder natin may air and that air, no, yung properties ng air natin, mayroong pressure, may volume, may temperature, may mass, etc. So, yung pressure doon, let's say, after heating, no, Q is being transferred to the chamber, to the cylinder. No? So, heat is being transferred to the cylinder, then therefore, there will be an increase in temperature. So, ibig sabihin ng change of state, yung properties mo on the state 1 is, or on the state 2 after the Q is being transferred, mag-iiba. So, yung pressure mo at point 1 is differ sa pressure mo at point 2 or ang pressure mo on state 1 is differ to the pressure at point 2 when heat is being directed or transferred to the cylinder. No, as nga yan, let's say as the volume held constant. So, ganon. So, ito sa Boyle's law, kung constant yung temperature natin, ang volume daw is inversely proportional to the temperature. To the pressure. So, paano yan? So, in this illustration, no, we are looking on the illustration that shows Boyle's law. Or Boyle's law is being observed. Or we can use Boyle's law on this figure. Diba? Kasi dito sa figure natin, no, there is no heat added to the system. So, meron tayong state 1 on the left side of the diagram and we have also state 2, no? Dito sa right side ng diagram if I am facing this diagram or figure. So, no heat is being transferred to the initial state. But, no, it is being observed that pressure on the first state is differ from the pressure on the second state. Maybe forces, no? Force is added to the initial state. Kasi no, mas mataas ang pressurahin natin dito sa pangalawang state compare dito sa una. So the tendency of the volume, no? O the tendency kapag dinagdagan natin yung pressurahe, bababa talaga yung piston natin. So, pagbaba ng piston natin dito, the tendency is to compress the volume of the container. Tama ba? So, therefore, the volume on the first state is higher compared to the volume on the second state. Mas mataas ang volume natin dito sa volume 1 natin compared dito sa volume 2. Kasi nga, na-compress yung compartment. bumaba yung piston, na-compress, then therefore, the molecules of the gas will be compressed also. Then, the volume occupied by the fluid is lesser compared to the compartment 1. So, ganun po, dun po applicable si Boyle's law. Temperature constant, pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. Okay, so then meron tayong ganitong equation, no? So since volume is inversely proportional to the pressure, so we have here this relationship. Then we have V is equals to C all over P. Anong C? Ano yung C na to? This will be the proportionality constant. And then since P PV is equals to K, or PV is equals to C, we have this equation between these two state, no? Change of state. Now, P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. So, considering na yung temperature natin is constant. So, pressure, it should be on absolute value. So, if we have a pressure in terms of gauge, no, we add 14.7 if that's in English unit, and we add 101.325 kilopascal if that's in SI. Okay? So, but no, hindi doon natatapos yung unit of pressure natin because we have several units for pressure. Which is, yun yung kailangan yung alam. Okay? Na-discuss na natin yun in the last topic natin or previous topics natin na diniscuss. And then, we have Charles' law. So, si Boyle's temperature yung constant. Now, si Charles' law naman, to make it shorter, si Charles' law, yung pressure naman yung hineheld constant. Okay? So, again, Charles' law, nag-ano niyan is si Jacques Charles during the na nabuhay yung 1746 to 1823. So, gurang-gurang si Boyles kay Charles, no? Matanda si Boyles compare kay Charles. So, sabi ni Charles, if the pressure of the particular quantity of gas is held constant, then with any change of state, the volume will vary directly as the absolute temperature. Now, dito tayo muna sa A, kasi yung B is kay Gay-Lussac yan. So, kung titingin tayo dito kay Charles' law, how the illustration of a change of state when Charles' law is being observed, no? Itong figure natin dito. So, in the figure, ano yung ma-observe natin diyan? So, the weight of this piston is the same with the weight of this piston on the state 2. So, meaning to say, they are exerting the same pressure as the change of state happens. No, during the change of state, walang pagbabago sa pressure. Kaya kay Charles' law, no, pressure is constant. Amo man ito na-observe niya. So, if the pressure doesn't change, what will happen to the volume and the temperature? So, sabi ni Charles' law, na-observe niya na during pressure is held constant, the temperature varies directly to the volume. So, on this state 1, no, illustration, Q is being transferred to the system. So, what will happen? Probably, not probably. Of course, when Q is being transferred to the system, temperature will be changing. It will be going higher, tama? Tataas. Yan. Kumbaga, tataas yung temperature natin dyan as Q is being transferred to the system. So, Therefore, the tendency of the gas, no, is to expand. E-expand yan, ma-excite yung mga particles niyan. So, expansion occurs, pressure is held constant, no, the tendency of the volume is to go higher. No? So, mas mataas ang volume kapag yung temperature is mataas din. So, tataas ang temperature, tataas ang volume. Bababa ang temperature, or kapag, let's say, may Q loss din tayo, the tendency of the volume also is to decrease. So, ganun po si Charles' law. Kaya kay Charles' law, since we have this relationship between volume is, and temperature, volume is directly proportional to the temperature. So, we have this equation, V is equals to Ct. Again, C stands for the proportionality constant. Now, itong proportionality constant, it will dictate the ratio, no? Ratio ng volume versus temperature during change of state. O pwedeng, ang K kasi dito sa initial will be the K also on the state 2 or sa state 3 if ever man, no? So, parehas yan. So, if we have change of state, no, let's say, from volume, state 1 to state 2, meron lang tayong dalawa. So, therefore, we use this equation. B1 is, all over T1 is equals to V2 all over T2. Since ang proportionality constant natin for Charles' law is V all over T. Now, take note that temperature, it should be on absolute value. So, kapag absolute value naman, take note that we are adding 273 degree or 273 para makakuha tayo ng from Celsius to Kelvin, and we are adding 460 if we have degree degree Fahrenheit to Rankine. Okay. And then we have Gay-Lussac. Kay Gay-Lussac, balikan natin yung statement dito. So, kay Gay-Lussac, na-observe niya na kung ang volume of a particular quantity of gas is held constant, then with any change of state, the pressure will vary directly to the absolute temperature. So, Gay-Lussac volume ang constant natin dyan. The pressure varies directly to the absolute temperature. Kaya kay Gay-Lussac, ganito yung illustration na po pwede nating gamitan. Paano mo masasabi na held constant yung volume niya? No? The container, it should be inflexible, it should be rigid para makonsidered siyang constant volume. No, di amig expand, di amig contract, yan. Rigid ang container natin siya. What will happen if we held volume constant? So, as heat is being transferred to the system, the tendency of the pressure is to go higher. Right? So, therefore, if also, no, there is a loss of Q rejected, ibig sabihin, magbaba temperature tasan system. So, therefore, the volume also decreases. Okay, so on the figure B, it shows the pressure and volume relationship during constant volume process or isochoric process. No? When we say constant volume process, matic isochoric process yan. So, isochoric process, sa mga processes, talagang tinitingnan natin dyan, tinatandaan natin dyan, that will be the PV and TS diagram. Ito, pinakita niya lang dito yung PV. Anong relationship ng pressure and volume during the isochoric process? So, makikita natin, kasi dito sa y-axis natin, no? Yung y-axis natin, it dictates the values of the volume. X-axis baliktad. Ang x-axis natin dictates the values of the volume, and then the y-axis natin dictates the values of the pressure. So we have change of state from point 1 to point 2. Since on isochoric process, we have constant volume, there is no change on the value of the volume. Kung ano yung volume dito sa state 1, yun din yung value ng volume sa state 2. But, it shows in the PV diagram that there is an increment, or there is an addition to the value. Nakikita nyo, no? Ang pressure natin sa point 1 is lesser compared to the pressure in point 2. Ibig sabihin, during the change of state, since Q is being transferred to the system, the tendency of the pressure is to increase. Kaya ang pressure value natin sa point 2 is higher compared sa pressure ng point 1. But the volume, the same. Okay? So, I hope you have understand these three gas laws. Kasi kapag hindi nyo to alam, most probably, hindi nyo po masosolve yung thermodynamic process. The different thermodynamic process. Okay? Gas process. So, under Gay-Lussac, we have pressure is directly proportional to temperature. Then, we have the proportionality constant equal to P all over T. Then, therefore, P1 all over T1 is equal to P2 all over T2. Take note, pressure and temperature, it should be in absolute value. Okay? Now, if you don't want to remember all those proportionality constant, you will rely on the combined gas equation. No? Kasi sa combined gas equation, po pwede natin gawing constant si pressure, constant si volume, or constant si temperature. So, kapag tinandaan nyo to, you just eliminate no, the properties na hineld constant. For example, kasi 'di ba ang combined gas law, combination yan ng tatlong law. So we have P1 V1 all over T1 is equals to P2 V2 all over T2. If we held pressure as constant, therefore V1 all over T1 is equals to V2 all over T2. Kinakancel lang natin. So this is constant pressure. Halimbawa, volume naman. So ang matitira, ang ialisin mo naman ito. So, this will become P1 all over T1 is equals to P2 all over T2. Ito, volume is constant naman siya. So, I hope you understand, no? Na makuha nyo yon para madali na lang yung pag-iisip nyo kung anong formula yung gagamitin. Okay? Okay, erase muna natin siya. Okay, so next, we're going to discuss na the ideal gas equation. So when it comes to realization of what's happening on this illustration, no, kasi in this illustration we are observing that an ideal gas is being confined in a cylinder. So, in order to determine the relationship between the volume, the pressure, and then the temperature, we are using this ideal gas equation. We have the PV is equals to MRT, but originally we have PB is equals to nRT. So, later I'm going to tell you kung saan ginagamit si PV is equals to nRT and kailan ginagamit si PV is equals to MRT. Now, take note in using this equation, we are getting the absolute value of temperature and pressure. And yung R natin dito defines that is the equivalent gas constant no? Kung anong klaseng gas yung meron or anong klaseng ideal gas yung nasa na ginagamit as a working fluid. Then yung M is for the mass, no? Mass nung ideal gas. So take note then that we are using this gas property table. So you can also find this one sa libro ni Santa Maria sa pinakalikod, as I mentioned on the last meeting, last discussion natin. So yung kailangan natin dito will be the R, no? Gas constant. Kasi every other gas, no, kahit anong gas yan, no, meron po yan sariling gas constant niya. We also need to know the CP and CV value kasi ginagamit natin yan pagdating sa theoretical computation dun sa processes of thermodynamic processes. We have the K. Ang K naman is the specific heat ratio. Ang specific heat ratio, that is just simply equal to CP all over CV. Okay? But there are instances that the problem binibigay na yung K. But if you don't know the value of K, we can find it by realizing kung ano muna yung CP and CB nung ideal gas natin. Okay? So, for example, in the problem number 1, so the temperature of a 4.28 pound of oxygen occupying 8 cubic feet is changed from 110 degree Fahrenheit to 200 degree Fahrenheit, while pressure remains constant at 115 psia. So, determine the final volume. In order to solve this problem, we need to identify first the given. Diba yung mga given sa problem natin? So, first, palitan ko lang yung ink. Okay, so, ano yung mga given natin? First, we have the mass. Ang mass natin ng oxygen is equals to 4.82 pound. Then, initially, it occupies 8 cubic feet na volume ng container. So, ang V1 natin is equals to 8 cubic feet. So, the initial temperature, no, change from 110 degree Fahrenheit. So, 110 degree Fahrenheit initial temperature natin. The final temp, no, is 200 degree Fahrenheit. Then, pressure remains constant. So, therefore, P1 is equal to your P2, that is equals to 115 psia. Determine the final volume. So, volume 2 ang hinahanap. Okay, take note that ang P natin dito is constant, as stated in the problem. Okay, so if we have a constant pressure, what will be the appropriate gas law na po pwede nating gamitin dito? So, for the solution, since P is equals to constant, we're going to use Charles' law. Tama? So, in Charles' law, the volume varies directly to the temperature. So, therefore, yung V natin all over T is equals to constant. So, during the change of state, your V1 all over T1 is equals to V2 all over T2. Okay, so sinabi naman na yung V1 natin. Ang V1 is 8 cubic feet all over T1. So, take note na we're going to add first 460 para ito maging runtime kasi ang gusto natin dito is absolute temperature. Same sa temperature 2. So, you need to find the absolute value of this temperature. So, first we have 110 plus 460, that is 570 degree Rankine. Then, ito naman, we have 660 Rankine also. So, 570 sa baba. Ito, naka-runtime na yan. That is equal to V2, which is unknown. And yung T2 natin is 660 runtime. So, the equivalent value of volume on the state 2 is equal to 9.26 cubic feet. So, ganun po. Okay, in the second problem, tinatanong, what is the resulting pressure when 1 pound of air at 15 psia and 200 degree Fahrenheit is heated at constant volume to 800 degree Fahrenheit? Now, you need to understand bit by bit, no, yung question natin, yung problem natin, para ma-identify mo yung kung ano yung binigay, kung ano yung hinihingi. So, in the second problem, no, if we need to translate the question to Tagalog, no, you need to do it para maintindihan lang ito. Now, sinimulan niya agad nung required. Ano daw yung resulting pressure? So, resulting pressure, that means na result pressure na. Ibig sabihin, nag-undergo na yan sa state para makuha yung pangalawang pressure, no? So, kaya pinapakuha yung resulting pressure, rather. So, the given is 1 pound of air. So, meron tayong mass of air, pound, no? 1 pound, mass yan. So, ang working fluid natin or ang gas natin contained is air. So, at 15 psia. Okay, so this will be the initial pressure, ang 15 psia. So PSIA, ibig sabihin naka-absolute na yan. Okay, and then we have the temperature, T1, that is equal to 200 degree Fahrenheit. Sabi ko, mag-add na tayo ng value or the additional na tayo dito sa degree Fahrenheit ng 460 para makuha na natin yung absolute value. So, ilan yan? That is 660. Again. Then, binigay si, so dito na, heated at constant volume. Okay, constant volume. So, during the constant volume process, the tendency of the temperature is to increase. No? From 200 degree Fahrenheit, naging 800 degree Fahrenheit siya. Plus 460. So, ilan yan? That is 1 to 60. Then, degree, Rankine na. Di mga Rankine na. T2. And then, tama ba? 800 plus 460. Let me check. So, 1260 tama. And then, ano susunod? Okay, volume is constant as stated in the problem. So, gagamit ka. Ano gagamitin mo dyan? This, Gay-Lussac. Ayan, Gay-Lussac law. Required P2, resulting pressure. So, for the solution, sa Gay-Lussac, di ba? Sa Gay-Lussac, kapag volume is constant, the pressure is directly proportional to the temperature. So, therefore, P all over T is equals to C. Then, therefore, kapag nag-change of state, your P1 all over T1, that is equals to P2 all over T2. Kasi we have the proportionality constant na P all over T. P all over T. O kaya kung abo mo man, we use the combined gas law, P1 V1 all over T1, that is equals to P2 B2 all over T2. Since volume is constant, you just need to cancel it out. Kaya, ang ano natin dito, P1 all over T1, that is equals to P2 all over T2. So, back to the given, we substitute it. So, 15 PSI, absolute na yan, no need to add 14.7, all over T1, 660, equal siya sa ratio ng P2 all over T2. So, P2 is the one we need to know. Then, T2 is 1,260 runtime. So, ang P2 natin, that is equivalent to, let me check. Okay, 28.64 PSI absolute. So, ganun po. Okay? Then we proceed to problem number 3. The problem number 3 states that a closed rigid container has a volume of 1 cubic meter and holds air at 344.8 kilopascal and 273 Kelvin. Heat is added until the temperature is 600 Kelvin. Determine the heat added and the final pressure. O, paano naman pag ganyan? So, sabi ko nga, you need to understand bit by bit yung problem. So, we need to know the given first. So, meron tayong closed rigid container. Closed rigid container. Okay? So, ang volume, pag, di ba, closed rigid, volume is held constant. Now, what will be happen to the relationship between pressure and temperature? Ganon. But since we have no change of state, di ba? Wala nang pagbabago sa properties. So, we're not going to use the Gay-Lussac. What we need to know is to determine the properties that needed to solve the heat added. Diba? Wait lang. So, isa-isayin muna natin ang given. So, volume 1 o V. No need to use subscript kasi wala ngang change of state na nangyari. If that's the case, just use the symbol for volume, which is V. So, ang V natin is 1 cubic meter. Ang pressure natin is 344.8 kilopascal. Let me check if this, baka mali ako yung pagkano. Absolute na ata yan. Okay, that is in absolute temperature na. Wala ko yung absolute symbol. Okay, 344.8 kilopascal. Ang temperature natin is 273 Kelvin kasi ito naka-Kelvin na. So probably ang pressure niya is naka-absolute na din. Kaya we need to check it. So heat is added until the temperature is 600 Kelvin. Okay. We have a change of state nga. Tama. Kasi yung may binigay siya ditong temperature 2. So we're going to okay. P1. Okay. So tama. Nalito ako dun sa unang pasada. Okay. So heat is added. So Q. Akala ko Q ang hahanapin. So, heat is added until the temperature is 600 Kelvin. So, therefore, meron tayong T2. T2 which is equal to 600 Kelvin. Ang pinapahanap yung pressure 2. Okay. So, kung pressure 2 yung pinapahanap, how will be able to get the pressure 2? So, solution. Since V is equals to C, diba? Ang P1, B1 all over T1 that is equals to P2 all over B2 using the combined gas equation. Since B1 and B2 is constant, we need to cancel it out. Para makuha natin yung relationship between temperature, we have to cancel the volume P1 all over T1 equal to P2 all over T2 matitira. Okay. If that's the case, okay. So, heat added hinahanap din. So, determine the heat added and the final pressure. So, Q. Kasi kung P2 lang yung pinapahanap, we can simply use this formula. Sige nga, hanapin na natin yung P2. So, for P sub 2, mas madali siya. So, ang gagawin lang natin, oops, sorry. Ang gagawin lang natin ay use the formula. So, magiging 344.8 kilopascal all over 273. That is equal to P sub 2 all over 600. So, therefore, yung pressure 2 natin or the value for the pressure 2, that is equals to, let me check, that is equivalent to 757.8 kilo Pascal. Tama ba? Okay, tama. Absolute. For Q naman, ang formula natin for Q, that is equals to, pag constant volume, ano? Pag constant volume, we have MCV. Kasi ang, di ba, ang Q, pwede siyang maging MCP delta T, pwede maging MCV delta T, pwedeng MCP delta T. Depende kung anong process yung nag-undergo yung working fluid. So, if we have a constant volume process, then therefore, we use specific heat at constant volume dun sa formula. But the question is, ano yung specific heat at constant volume? So, we need to get this from the table. Take note na ang working fluid natin is air. So, you need to find the CV of air in terms of SI unit. Ano ba yon? So, ang CV ng air in terms of kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin, that is 0.287. Ayan, huwag nyo na yung kakalimutan kasi usual air is involved sa mga problem. Kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Ito, kulang yung formula natin for Q. Q is equals to MCB delta T. Okay? Delta T is for the change in temperature. Delta. Change in temp. So, therefore, ang mass natin is, may mass ba tayo? Yeah. Meron ba tayong CV? Yes, 0.287. Meron ba tayong delta T? Yeah, meron, no? So, therefore, we can get the value of Q. Ang Q natin dito is equal to 1 cubic meter multiply by CV is 0.287 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin multiply by delta T. Ang delta T is 600, tama ba? Yes. 600 minus 273. So, ang Q natin is equal to, let me compute first. Okay. Sorry. We cannot use the 1 cubic meter. Why? It is stated in the problem that yung 1 cubic meter, yun yung kayang i-hold na hangin nung closed rigid container. Tama? Yeah. So, we need to find the value of ano? We need to find first the value of M. Ayan, pwede na yun. Yeah, kailangan pala natin kunin yung M muna. M. Yeah. Tama, tama. Kasi, ang 1 cubic meter mass pala to. Sorry, sorry. We need to find the value of mass first. Sorry. Naano ko sa unit, sorry. So, we need to find the value of mass. Kasi ang binigay sa atin is cubic meter, sabi ko na. Okay? So, therefore, first, we need to use the PVMRT para ma-determine natin yung mass. Sorry, sorry. Volume to. Medyo nahilo ako dun we need to use PV is equals to MRT. Pressure is para makuha natin yung mass, that is equals to RT all over PV. That is equals to, ang R natin is 0.287. Ang T natin is, let's say T1, no? T1 ang gamitin natin, 273. All over pressure at 0.1, 344.8 multiply by volume 1 cubic meter. Yan. Ang mass natin, that is equivalent to 4.4 kilogram. Okay. Sige. And then, we use now Q. Q is equals to M Cp delta T. Tama. Then, M natin is 4.4 kilogram. 0.287 multiply by delta T. Ang delta T natin is 600 minus 273. Ang Q natin is equal to, let me check first. Okay, 1,032.5 computed. Okay, kilojoule na yun. For unit analysis, para sa U, for Q, no? That is equal to kilogram for mass. Di ba? Q is equals to mCp delta T. Ang M is mass, ang Cp is kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Ang T natin is in Kelvin. So, cancel. Matitira natin is in terms of kilojoule. Yan. Sa M-man, no, sa PBMRT, king gusto tang makukuso M, ang M is in terms of kilogram, no? Ang R natin is naka-kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin multiply by T, temperature na Kelvin. So, may cancel na di all over pressure kilo Newton per cubic meter multiply by volume cubic meter. Cancel ito. Tama? Squared to. Sorry. Kilonewton per meter squared. So, may matitira ka dito kilojoule per kilogram all over kilonewton meter. Ang kilonewton meter is 1 kilojoule, kaya cancel. Ang matitirang unit dyan is in terms of kilogram. Okay. So, dun po natatapos yung lecture natin for the ideal gas. Okay. So, I hope na may natutunan, na may mababaon kayo pagdating sa thermodynamic process. So, again, thermodynamic process, you have a preview on that lecture. So, meron tayong isobaric, isochoric, isothermal, the isentropic, and polytropic. Know that sa thermodynamic process, meron tayong tinatawag na reversible and irreversible process. We need to identify those, no, upon or reviewing the thermodynamic properties, thermodynamic process. So, Thank you for listening and hope na may natutunan po ang lahat. Bye!